Oh, hello, we're live. Welcome to Darkest Dungeon modded stream. If you have to leave some point during this will be quite a long stream. I'll split it up and put it on YouTube eventually. Um, this is my single player campaign that you can see here. So I have played the game a bit with these mods, so I know that they don't just break the game completely. It seems pretty balanced. Um, so I'm gonna start a new one because it won't be very fun for you guys to watch from the middle of someone's playthrough. And here are the mods. I can go through them more in depth if anyone actually gives one about the mods. You haven't seen this game before? It is a hard as nails RPG dungeon crawly thing. Um, I can't cheese the game with loading. I cannot go backwards in time. When someone dies, they're dead. If I roll bad and get crit and insta die, I'm dead. So try not to get too attached to any characters which we may end up with. It's possible that the audio may be messed up, but I'll let you watch the intro. This is your first time seeing the game.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
There you go. And here we will get our first two characters who are not modded. And I don't think the mods will affect them. It's possible that they might. Because I have a mod on where they can take more abilities into battle to give more variety to the fights. So they may start off with more things than usual. But this bit's pretty easy anyway. Nope, they have the normal starting stuff. I'm gonna speed through this bit because it's pretty dead.
Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead. Dispatch this thug in brutal fashion, that all may hear of your arrival. Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Where they're standing in this 4-slot position does change which abilities they can use. And some people can only attack certain slots. Like this guy can only hit the people in the first 2 slots. This Crusader. This is a big enemy, so he takes up 2 slots. I will be saying less obvious things like this when we get further in.
The rightful owner has returned, and their kind is no longer welcome.
Try and get some bleed going. I hope we can get this lucky with dodging when it actually matters. Ooh, and a crit. That guy should bleed to death. I can't actually hit anyone other than him, so I'll just buff my protections.
The blood quickens.
There you go. If they die to a non-crit or damage over time, they have a corpse there which does block people. Oh, that's pretty unlucky. A trap chest. Usually you get loot from that. Well, that was our first little spazzy adventure. This bit can actually affect gameplay. These are the quirks which affect their give them certain stats. Okay, so our highwayman does not like drinking. Understandable.
Welcome home, such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them.
So, if we go to the stagecoach, this is where we get more
Men,
people.
soldiers and outlaws,
You always start with these two.
fools and corpses. All
Gonna
will
increase
find their way to us
this,
now
so we
that the
get
road
more
is clear.
options. We can maybe see the modded people earlier on.
A sister of battle.
Yep,
Pious
this is where the
and
mod comes in,
unrelenting.
is that they start off with all their abilities as well. Which does change how I'm gonna set them up in this opening. But these two starters have a bit of a disadvantage because they don't have all their abilities, you can see. Until they get these exclamation marks out of the way.
You will know the tragic extent of my failings. Most will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth.
We can
awaiting
name the
merciful
characters
oblivion.
if they do anything
A
actual,
mecca of
actually
madness and
impressive.
morbidity.
If that makes sense.
Your work begins.
So I'm gonna have this guy at the back, well, girl, even though she's a melee character, just because she's just gonna be my healing slave and just heal the party. This guy has some heals as well, but I got him in slot 3 because this does decent damage here, and he can use all of his abilities from slot 3. Yeah. So now we've got to decide what we're gonna take.
Measured now in gold.
This woman gives us a free oh no, it's him that gives free holy water. And the Plague Doctor gives us free anti-venom, so we get some free stuff for each mission. Just gonna make sure we have enough food. I always go very high on food, because you can use it like a health potion outside of battle for extra heals. And I'll take a lot of torches as well, because where the torch system works is the brighter it is, the more accurate people are, and the less likely they are to be ambushed, or whatever. More crit chance and stuff, but the loot's worse. So later on we'll be bringing a lot less torches or no torches so we can get better loot. But for our first trashy battle, we're going to be bringing some torches, because I don't want to lose anyone straight away. Free torch.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of other.
So for this one we just got to explore everything, which shouldn't be too bad. Lightning bolt. These two do extra damage to skeletons and stuff, since they are holy people, so they will carry this. And you can't make skeletons bleed, since, you know, they're a skeleton.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies. Even the cold stone seems
If you don't have a
bent on
shovel, that
preventing
does damage to
passage.
everyone. And they go insane, which is this, the stress. If it goes all the way to the top twice, then they have a heart attack and just die instantly. This person is a human, as you can see by those stats at the bottom. So they can bleed. No, he will. Not definitely die, but it's a pretty decent chance. Yeah, they'll bleed stuff now.
The flesh is knit.
Crits give stress reduction, as well as there are some skills, but I don't think any of these characters have them.
Such a
Ooh.
terrible assault
And if you get crit,
cannot be
you
left
lose it,
unanswered.
of course.
Another one falls.
get some free healing. That's the best kind of healing.
Watch your step.
I was getting quite stressed out.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
I'll go this way. When you've scouted, you can see the traps and then you can disarm them. So we can see the chance of each of our people, depending on their class. Then we'll loop back around. Bleeds do stack, so if we hit it twice, it goes from 1 damage around to 3. I need to hit that guy slightly, so we do the AoE, then we can
As the fiend falls,
hit the other guy as well.
a faint hope blossoms. Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
That ability clears corpses, which is helpful. They're stunned, so we can just heal everyone up a bit. Also, some abilities add to the torch, like this one, because he's like holy or whatever. So this one marks himself, which means that they're more likely to hit him, but some abilities do more damage. But we can also mark enemies with some skills. I don't think any of these have them right now though. There you go. That's a better heal.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
We got our first item.
Foolish
No,
horrors.
it's for leper only. We can't use it
Low and
yet.
driven into the mud. The light, the promise of safety.
We have a lot of food, but any resources we don't use get sold
In
afterwards and
radiance
turned
may we
into gold.
find victory.
We don't get to take it next time. But if you don't have any food, then they pretty much just want to kill themselves. It's really bad for stress. We're gonna keep going in case we can get more money, since no one's really at risk of dying, and we have plenty of supplies. Oh, but we don't have a shovel. Well, guess we'll do it by
Without
hand.
tools of iron, you must rely on flesh and indefatigable purpose.
There you go. There's a treasure chest in here in a battle. I'm gonna focus this guy because he makes people go insane with his attacks, which is not what we want. This character keeps whiffing. Feels bad. Let's see. It's very bad for their sanity. This guy has some protection, so I'm just gonna poison him and he will die eventually.
Back to the pit.
The Crusader carries through all of these early ones. because he's our tank and our main damage against these guys. The reason why we use this trash shot before we start shooting them normally on that guy is because it increases accuracy and maybe damage. No, it gives him more crit though. A more crit chance. Yeah, it needs to do a bit of damage to this guy. So, yeah, there you go, no, it's dead. And Blight stacks as well.
The slow death,
So against bosses, Blight is really good.
unforgiving.
We'll use the key on this, because it gives us more stuff. And means that we don't get damaged by traps. We use these heirlooms, they don't give us money, but we use them to upgrade the buildings. Which is necessary. So we can build our guys better armor, upgrade their abilities. That's a good one to get. That's really bad. That one's not too bad.